Before we get into it, I want to give a quick shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. SeatGeek is an app that aggregates tickets from all over the web to make buying simple. Not only do they get tickets from all over the web, but they let you know what's a good deal and what's not. They rank tickets from 0 to 100, green to red. Green meaning that's the best deal, and red meaning don't buy those because they're trying to get into your pockets. Not only that, but they show you a picture of what your view would look like from the tickets you're thinking about buying. If you want to go to any sports events, any concert, SeatGeek is the way to go. Link is in the description. Use the code KOT4Q for $20 off your purchase. What's good, y'all? Welcome to 2018. We made it. You made it to 2018. That's something a lot of people can't say. So take that for what it is, y'all. You made it to 2018. This is the year of the kingdom. This is the year for Team No Overtime. We coming heavy, baby. Keep that in mind throughout the next 364 days. Remember I said that. Now, we're in a new year, but one thing that has not changed is that people still have ridiculous NBA opinions. And in today's video, we're taking a look at some of these opinions, and I'll tell y'all straight up if I agree or disagree. Kevin Durant is a top 5 small forward of all time. Yes, I do agree with this 100%. Do I have a top 5 list? No, just because I hate rankings. If you listen to our show, you know rankings is something I don't mess with. I know LeBron is the best. And after that, I'm sure you got Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, Dr. J. This is not in any order. I'm just telling you, these are some of the top small forwards, but you gotta include Kevin Durant. Here's why. What are some of the major requirements we ranked, or we say great players? Can they score the ball? Kevin Durant will go down in history as one of the best perimeter scorers of all time. Does he play defense? These last 2 years, Kevin Durant has played amazing defense. We may be talking about this year's Defensive Player of the Year. He did get bodied by Larry Nance a couple times, but that's what happened. When you become a shot blocker, you gonna get dunked on a couple times. So I'll get that a pass. And then rings. The way he got his rings, you can dislike it if you want, but nonetheless, he has at least one. If this Golden State Warriors team stays as good, if they re-sign Klay Thompson these next couple years, they're probably gonna get a couple more rings. He fits the requirements to be a great player, and he's basically a 7-foot guard. I know he's registered as 6'9" or whatever, but we know Kevin Durant is 7 foot. You can take a look at him next to any other 7-foot player in the league, and they are the same height. He's a 7-foot basically guard because he can dribble the ball, who plays defense, and he helps his team win. Top 5 small forward of all time. Josh Jackson has potential to be the best player in the 2017 draft. Now, honestly, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I don't watch much Phoenix Suns. When I do watch it, there's another guy in Phoenix that's taking all the shine that I'm really paying attention to, and that's D-Book. Shout out D-Book for coming back and still doing his thing. So I don't know about this one. Y'all know I'm not a big college basketball watcher. When we get close to the NBA draft, I start doing my homework on each player to try to figure out who I think is going to be good. And they had good comparisons for Josh Jackson. They say at the best he could be Kawhi Leonard, which is real good. And at the worst, I saw somebody say he was going to be Trevor Ariza, which is still pretty good. Trevor Ariza has carved out a good NBA career. Does he have potential to be the best in the draft class? I don't think so. Just because we have players that in that draft class are already making big moves in their first year. You know, Donovan Mitchell has been amazing this year. Because of that, I'm gonna disagree with this, but that's not saying Josh Jackson won't be good, because he'll probably be good. But best of 2017 draft class, I don't think so. Steph Curry would not be an all-star without Steve Kerr. Disagree 100%. So before Steve Kerr got there, Steph Curry was averaging 23 points per game. The year Steve Kerr comes, he averages 24. Now, yes, Steve Kerr coming did improve this team a lot because he made some moves, even though some of them may have been accident. You know, like when David Lee went down with an injury, then he put Draymond Green in the start lineup. People give him a lot of credit for that, but in reality, David Lee was injured. If David Lee wasn't injured, Draymond Green may have never been a starter that year, you know? But Steve Kerr definitely helped, but he was already on a trajectory to be an all-star. He averaged 23, and then he averaged 24. It's not like we went from 0 to 100, you feel me? So Steve Kerr definitely helped this team a lot, but I still think Steph Curry would be an all-star if Mark Jackson was still coaching or any other player. Because this guy, it don't matter what team you put him on, he'll probably still average his 24, 25. Kobe is the GOAT and is more skilled than LeBron and MJ. I cannot agree with this. Love Kobe. Love Kobe on the court. Kobe, the mentality, the nobody can stop me mentality is an amazing mentality to have. But he was not a more skilled basketball player than LeBron. He may be a better scorer, 100%. To put the ball in the basket, Kobe did that better. But as far as finding teammates, rebounding, and things like that. Overall, like, more skilled is more than just shooting the ball into the basket. And LeBron is the most skilled player I've ever got to see. You know, I can't talk about MJ, but I don't even think MJ was as skilled as LeBron is, because there is no fault in his game. You could talk about his defense, which is not great, but it ain't like he's letting people blow past him. Though I did tweet this the other night. I was watching them versus the Utah Jazz, which is a really good game. Donovan Mitchell again stepped up and got a dub for his team. Dwayne Wade turned the ball over, and instead of getting back on defense, LeBron and Dwayne Wade like argued, and then the Utah Jazz scored. Like, stuff like that is unexcusable. Even though you're the best player in the league, you can't be doing stuff like that. But I still think LeBron is more skilled than Kobe. I think he is. Kobe got him in scoring, but I think LeBron got him in passing and rebounding. And yeah, I'm going to go with LeBron on this. Kentucky has produced the best NBA players in the modern era. I think so, man. John Calipari got these dudes right. Devin Booker, Karl Anthony Towns, John Wall, Boogie. There are plenty more. I could keep going. They definitely put together some of the best teams. Obviously, everybody dreams of playing for Kentucky, playing for Coach K, because if you play for Kentucky and Coach K, you gonna make it to the league. At least that's the way it seems. I meant to say Kentucky or Coach K. Either you want to play for Kentucky or you want to play for Duke. That's just how it is. And yeah, I guess I could say this. I think I'd have to do a little bit more research to see, these players came from this squad or these people came here. But off the top of my head, Kentucky got to be number one. You think about it, like, Devin Booker did not start a single game in college, yo. Did y'all know that? Not a single game in college, because he had people like the Harrison twins and then Willie Cauley-Stein, who came back for a second year when everybody thought they were going to graduate or go on to the league after their first year. So Karl Anthony Towns came in, Devin Booker came in. I think Tyler Ulis, I'm pretty sure Tyler Ulis came in that year too. They thought they was coming into Kentucky like, yo, this is our team. And then the Harrison twins and Willie Cauley-Stein was like, chill out, young fellas. Y'all gonna have y'all time, but this year's still for us. Devin Booker didn't start a single game. Came into the league and just started lighting it up. And look, the picture that they used for Devin Booker in college, he looked super pasty, no facial. He just looked super young, and he was still balling. He is still balling to this day. Lonzo Ball will be sent down to the D League. If this ain't the most idiotic thing I've read all day out of all these things, one, it is the G League now. Don't forget that Gatorade sponsorship. Speaking of Gatorade sponsorship, they ain't sponsoring my video, but I picked up the Gatorade. Yeah, okay. No. Look at Lonzo Ball's numbers over the past 10 games. His numbers have increased dramatically over the past 7 days. I know he hasn't been playing, but like before he was playing that last 7 days, he was averaging like 17 points per game. He's got better. It's an adjustment period, man. Not many people come in as a rookie point guard and are successful. It just doesn't happen often. And Lonzo Ball, no point guard in this draft class is just going nuts. It's just not happening, you know? It took some time. And even though when he wasn't scoring, he was still giving y'all 7 assists, 7 rebounds. You know, he was impacting his team other than putting the ball in the basket. But he was putting the ball in the basket before his injury. They're fine. He's going to be fine. Stop. Just stop with the G League. Stop. No. Joel Embiid will become as dominant as Shaq in his prime. I do not think so. Shaq in his prime was the most dominant player I've ever got to see play. There was not a player in the league that could stop Shaq. We don't have that anymore as far as like big men. There are a lot of great big men. Don't get me wrong. Boogie, Joel, Nikola Jokic. We can go on and on about great big men, but I don't think any of them ever going to be as dominant as Shaquille was. So I'm going to disagree with this. When James Harden retires, he'll be a top 5 shooting guard of all time. I think so. I've said this before, but he's on pace to do some stuff that nobody's ever done. These past couple years from him have been legendary years, but they've been overshadowed by like the Russell Westbrook triple-double, which is also a legendary season. And then this year, I don't know if this is still true, but last time I checked, he was leading the league in scoring and assisting. Who's done that? It just hasn't been happening. But on my list, again, I don't like ranking players, but my top 3 shooting guards are Jordan, Kobe, and Wade. Who's after that? Maybe Clyde Drexler, maybe Ray Allen, George Gervin. I don't know who will be. Jerry West is a good one to think about. But nonetheless, those top 3 things, what do they all have in common? They got some rings. in order to be high regard, top whatever of all time, I think winning is a big part of it. So in order for him to make my top 5 shooting guards of all time list, he's got to at least get lead his team to at least 1 ring. At least. If he gets it late in his career, it won't, like, if he's not the leader or the star of the team, it don't matter as much as if he led that team, you know? I think this is their best year to get that chance going, man. They're playing great, even though the last 5 games or so they've been off. They did beat the Lakers, though, last night. That's because Clint Capella came back, though. Clint Capella's the X factor of that team. They were 0-5 when Clint Capella went now. Clint Capella comes back, they win. Again, it was against the Lakers without Lonzo, but nonetheless, they won. And I think this is their year to have the best chance. Do I think they're gonna win it? Nah, but they got a good chance. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, leave it a like. This year, again, is the year of Team No Overtime. So if you want a No Overtime shirt, there should be underneath the video. Shout out to my YouTube plug for getting my merch just right under my video. So No Overtime shirts. We're probably gonna have some Kingdom shirts. This year is our year, boys. Keep that in mind. So if you got some extra money landing around for Christmas and you like the No Overtime design, go copy you a shirt. And link is always in the description too if it's not underneath the video. Thank y'all. See y'all tomorrow.